Gemini, and thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. This is going to be your November love spread, so let's get right into it. Now, the first thing I'm going to pull is just a general energy. The second spread I'm going to do is for singles, and the third spread I'm doing is for couples. Now, for those singles who are only going to look at the single aspect of this, there is something that I want to show you that I will leave for the end of the video, so check it out. It'll just be a minute. Alright, guys. So let's see what's going on in love. For the sign of Gemini, we have the Four of Swords that popped up here. So there's something that you may be putting a lot of thought into, just choosing how you want to move forward with the situation. Okay? Alright, let's get into this. Show me the overall energy for the sign of Gemini, November 2017 for love. Oh, beautiful, guys. So the energy we have is the Judgment card in the reverse. And behind that, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So there could just be bad judgment that you're making towards a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn person. Or there may be something that you're seeing as bad judgment, but it's like you're slowly approaching it. You're trying to be methodical about it. You're not trying to jump into it too quickly. But if there's any sense of sadness, any sort of betrayal, or anything that could have happened that was devastating to you in the past, it's like you're slowly getting over it. Okay? Now, the first card we have is the Five of Swords. So this is a card about conflict, arguing with people, just being in a very tense situation. And it's like you're trying to find balance here. You're trying to weigh out, do I stay? Do I go? Is this something that I truly want? Is this something that's going to, realistically work? But we have the Ace of Pentacles as the next card. So the conflict could just be with, getting to know the person, just hashing things out, but building something that might be built slowly, but something that's going to last a long time. And, with the Eight of Wands, I feel like there's going to be that reciprocated communication where both parties are going to be just as interested as the other is. And with the Ace of Wands, a beautiful new start here. So something that's, there's passion, there's good sex, there's longevity attached to it, there's stability, okay? There's patience. So that's a very good combo, guys. So let's get into it. What is happening with Gemini singles for the month of November 2017 when it comes to love? What is happening with Gemini singles? The Six of Swords in the reverse wanted to pop out. So there could be someone that you guys are having a hard time moving away from. Okay, let's see what's going on for you guys. Okay. Beautiful. So the energy that you guys have is the Four of Wands. This is actually the same energy that Taurus had as well in their reading. So if you guys are dealing with an earth sign, bam. Now, with the Four of Wands, this is a sense of reaching a certain point in a relationship with someone where you're really building some groundwork and you're really building some foundation. And there's a sense of, celebrating and being happy about where you are, but this isn't the final step. So it's like you can stop for a second and celebrate, but there's more to be done. There's more to be built on. All right. Now, the first card that we have for the past is the Six of Cups. So with the Six of Cups, there could have been, a part of you that was really stuck in the past, just thinking about the past. And with the Nine of Cups, these thoughts of the past could have been something that gave you good memories, could have been something that, really made you happy. And with the Nine of Pentacles, you're looking at it with this feeling of abundance, okay? And with the Fool card here, there's something new that you guys are getting into. For some of you, it could have been, there could have been someone that you left behind. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, the Empress card in the reverse, and the Two of Cups in the reverse. So for some of you, it's like you're thinking about the past, but you could be happy that now you're single and you're able to move on from the situation, and there could have been something that, just stopped here. Okay. Now the next card we have is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so that's in alignment with that. So maybe you're leaving someone behind, but it's something that it's like you feel relieved. All right, Eight of Wands in the reverse, cutting someone out. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Things not going the way that you thought they were going to go. You're having a fallout. moving on from that situation. Okay, working hard on what's going to be good for you. Now, for some of you, the last card we have for the past is the Knight of Swords in reverse. So this is an energy, and this is going to be your energy because it's, you know, air. But this is going to be somebody who could do things very recklessly, you know, could make a very rash decision and go towards it without putting any thought. Now, the Knight of Swords, the issue with the Knight of Swords is that this is someone who's extremely smart, extremely witty, you know, very well spoken, very intellectual. So especially when they're in the upright, whatever goal they have, there's nobody in this world who can deter them from that goal. But that's where the problem falls in when this card is in the reverse, because that person still has the same mindset where I can do whatever I want, nobody's going to stop me. But if the goal that you guys have in mind is something that could be detrimental to you, and then you have that energy of, oh, I'm going to make this happen, that's where, you know, problems could come in, and that's where shit can hit the fan. So I just feel like there's something that you guys did and you just made a split-second decision. It may have been something very rash. Okay, and with the Three of Swords in the reverse, it's like the person that you're letting go, it could have been something that hurts you in a sense, but it's like you're suppressing that. You're not showing that. King of Pentacles in reverse. For a lot of you, you did drop an earth sign. But whoever it was that you dropped, it's like you're realizing, or this could be vice versa as well, maybe they dropped you, but it's like you're realizing that maybe this wasn't something that made you as happy as you primarily thought, and it's like you kind of were just in the relationship, you were going with the flow of the relationship, but you know, you decided it just wasn't for you. Okay, but I feel like there's still some emotional attachment here. Now, in your present moment, we have the Lover's card, so that is your card there. So that could be you guys just loving yourself at this moment, but it could be you guys moving towards somebody else. We have the Hierophant in the reverse, okay, and the Five of Swords in the reverse. In this case, because with the Lover's card, you know, automatically everyone assumes that this is just going to be a very good loving relationship, and for some of you it is. For some of you, this is going to be a relationship that you go into that you know it's unconventional and you're trying to avoid problems at all costs when it comes to this. But for others of you, this is going to be self-love, self-acceptance, saying this didn't work out, but that's okay. I deserve better. I want to do more for myself, so let me just fall in love with myself all over again. And, you know, let me just let this person go and let me just avoid issues from the past. You know, let me build on this. And with the Page of Pentacles, I feel like either this is you guys building yourselves up, building stability within yourselves, or there is someone new coming in and you're taking it slow. It's like you're wanting to see where this is going to go. We have the Five of Wands, so it's like you could be building with somebody, but you feel conflicted about it. Okay, and with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, you're very guarded towards it, and you're wondering if the effort is worth it. And with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, this might be something that you just decide to let go. Okay, you could just guard yourself, and with the Death card behind it, just end the situation altogether. So it's like, it could have been something that was tentative that you were looking at, but it's just like you're too conflicted, you didn't want to start it. For some of you, if it was an earth sign that you left behind, then this earth sign is trying to talk to you, but there's just too much conflict and you're moving on. But the next card you have is the Three of Pentacles. So again, this could be just building yourself back up, but this is a card about, you know, 3 or more people or 2 or more people who are just building together, you know, working on the same goals, you know, finding stability. Knight of Wands, you're really holding your ground here with whatever you're doing. There's a sense of tiredness, there's a sense of exhaustion, but you're still standing strong, you're still being very resilient. Alright, and we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so for some of you, maybe you're trying to build with somebody who could have someone else, especially if it's a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But it's like you're trying to find balance in the situation, although it may be bad judgment. And it's like you're standing your ground with this King of Cups who may have secrets. Okay, so for some of you, you're talking to somebody new, possibly a water sign, and there may be red flags, but you may be choosing to ignore it. Okay, so maybe this person is playing you, or maybe this person is just feeling too unstable to move forward with you the way you may need right now. Now, going into the future, we have the Temperance card. So you do find balance at the end of all of this. Two of Pentacles. You find balance, you know, through trying to juggle to find this balance. The Two of Pentacles is you know, having to weigh out between two options, or again, just trying to find balance in general. But I feel like you move forward from the situation, and there's going to be something that transpires for you very quickly, something that you do feel like you're in control of. This could be you literally traveling to see somebody of interest. This could be you, you know, hopping in the car, taking a road trip. But this is a card about literal transportation, or just something that's happening quickly that you are in control of, despite all the chaos that may be happening in your head. Now, the next card we have is the Hanged Man. So this is you just putting a lot of thought into things and not really moving forward at that point in time. Okay? Now, we have the Magician in the reverse, so just be careful that there's nobody manipulating you. And if there is somebody manipulating you, I feel like you guys sense it, and that's why you may go into the position of the Hanged Man, where you're just kind of chilling there. But there's something that you really do choose to end. Okay? And you choose to withdraw yourself from it with the Hermit card here. And you choose to be as strong about it as you can. All right, we have the Eight of Swords. You're choosing to be strong, but this is something that you're really in your head about. You feel stuck in your head about. You're thinking a lot about it. All right, and there's a sense of patience. Maybe some of you are waiting for someone to come back to you. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely something here that you guys are getting over. For some of you, it could have been a third-party situation that was hard to walk away from. Okay. All right, so let's see what's going on with Gemini couples. What is happening with Gemini couples? November 2017 for love. What is happening with Gemini couples? Okay. So the energy that you guys have is the Five of Swords. So with the Five of Swords, this could just be arguing, conflict, you know, just a lot of pettiness. And for some of you, this could be with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Or this could just be a reference to someone that you have a lot of emotion towards, someone that you are very serious with. For some of you, there could be a fallout that happens where you choose to move away from a relationship and you choose to give up on it. Okay, because of something you're not proud of. But I do see, you know, a new start for a lot of you. And for some of you, it's going to be you starting a new journey by yourself. Possibly because of information that may have come out. Okay? But let's see what's going on here. Now, the first card we have for the past is the Ten of Cups in the reverse. So with the Ten of Cups in the reverse, you could be in a situation where you're with someone else, but you're faking your happiness in a sense. You know, things are very unstable. And it's like you're in a relationship that should be over, but it's not. Okay? And there's something here that you're being hopeful for, that you're wishing on. And, you know, with the Star card, this is wish fulfillment coming in. The Sun card, something that you feel good about, something that feels abundant. And the King of Swords in the reverse. And the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So, interestingly enough, I feel like, you know, there's a situation here that may have been unstable. You weren't 100% happy with it, but you were still clinging onto it. And although you were very hopeful about the situation, and you know, this was your wish fulfillment, maybe there's something here that came to light that really had you pissed off in a sense. Okay? And with the King of Swords in the reverse, this is something that you didn't even give a shit about anybody else's feelings once you hear about this. You're just pissed off, and it's like, you want to get to a certain answer, or you're trying to deal with this in a way that you're able to understand it. It's like you're not here to accommodate anybody at this point. It's like, no, I'm pissed off. I need answers. What's good? What's going on? Okay? The last card we have here for the past is the Page of Wands in the reverse. So because of this information that came out, there could have been someone that you guys stopped talking to, or someone that you let go of. And if some of you were dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, it's like they're upset about this too. So maybe you're choosing to stop talking to an earth sign. Okay, but it could be the earth sign in the sense that could be acting immature as well. Because the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is someone who's usually very, very patient and stable, but in the reverse, she's either overly negligent or overly overbearing. Okay, and there could be a sense of heartbreak here and disappointment. All right, so that's what could be causing you to have to go on this new journey, to have this new start. Now, in your present moment, the first card that you guys have is the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So the Ace of Swords in the reverse is about conflict. Okay. We have the Empress card in the reverse, where you could be in your head about something, you know, not feeling good about it, just really questioning yourself when it comes to this person or situation, feeling like things are unbalanced. Either you're in your head about it or there's something that you choose to let go of. But I just feel like it's you guys, you know, having conflict over things that either that this person may feel insecure about, or maybe you feel insecure about it, because, you know, with the Empress card, this is a card about beauty, passion. Okay, in the reverse, she's questioning her beauty. She's questioning, you know, the path that she's on. There's that sense of insecurity there. So that could be an energy that you guys have, or an energy that, you know, the partner that you're talking to has. But there's a new start happening here. Okay, but I just feel a hesitancy for you moving towards the situation, or maybe someone's hesitant to move towards the situation with you. But at the end, you know, there's an offer here that's accepted. We have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So with the Nine of Cups in the reverse, there's an offer here that's accepted that may make you guys unhappy. But with the Moon card in the reverse, like, you're seeing the situation clearly for what it is. And even if it's something that makes you unhappy and, you know, frustrates you in a sense, you do get over it, and you do have, you know, clarity to why this had to happen. Okay. Now the next card we have for the present moment is the Judgment card upright. So the Judgment card upright, you know, is making good choices when it comes to a particular situation. Two of Wands. Okay. We have the Ace of Cups again and the Eight of Pentacles. So there's a path that you guys go on that you're very, very passionate about. The cards are agreeing with you. They're saying that this is a good thing. Okay. I don't feel anything too heavy in this. Honestly, I just feel like it's just a difference of opinions on something that's not even that heavy. Okay. Now, the first card you guys have for your future is the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So if there's anything that you felt betrayed over, you just didn't feel good about, you know, you do get over it. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Maybe you're thinking it was a waste of time to even feel bad about it. Or maybe whatever it was, or whoever it was that betrayed you, you're just seeing it as a waste of time. But there's something new here that you're manifesting. Okay? And there could have been someone here that you had to let go of, someone that you had a hard time letting go of, but it was just too chaotic. And it's like you're seeing it as a waste of time, you're over it, and you're manifesting something new. But we have the World card in the reverse. So with the World card in the reverse, this is a sense of unfinished business with somebody. Queen of Wands. So there could be a fire sign that comes into your life that you feel that you have unfinished business with. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But it's like you're being guarded towards this person. And, you know, you could be ensuring that there's a fallout here. Okay? And I feel that this person may be trying to reach out to you. Maybe it's somebody that you guys left in the past, but it's like they may still have passion for you. You're being very direct with them. They're being very passionate towards you. There's messages of love that's being exchanged, but I don't see it going anywhere. You have the Three of Wands in the reverse, followed by the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So I see it as something that you just let go of. Okay, so even if there's a sense of someone coming back in, you do guard yourselves from it. Because you just want to avoid tension. You want to avoid problems. You don't want any bullshit tied to it. Okay, you don't want any sense of competition here. We have the Knight of Swords, so you guys are very focused here. You're focused on what you think is important to you. You move forward, you avoid conflict, and you reject anybody, you know, who could have brought conflict into the relationship that you're with. Okay? Page of Swords being very direct, cutting out possibly a fire sign here. Yeah, I see something beautiful coming in, and when temptations come in to try to, you know, say, hey, come here, you know, I miss you, I don't see you guys falling into that trap, so that's awesome. Okay. So, So what I wanted to share with you guys is I have an aunt of mine that I consider her, you know, a sister because she's only 5 years older. But her fiance is this very amazing writer. Okay, he goes by Daniel Raven, and he recently just wrote a book. He sent it to me just a few days ago. I read it on the spot, like the moment it showed up at my door. But it's called In the Kingdom of the Crow by Daniel Raven. Okay, so this is going to be a series of short poems, but he talks about life. He gets really, really deep into some nitty gritty stuff that we all deal with. So I am going to read you guys one of the short poems, and you know, this is going to be a book where you're gonna have to read it more than once. And it's like when you read these poems, because I have one in here that's my favorite, I have to read it like 5 times, and every time I read it, there's always a different meaning I get from it. But just very beautiful. If you guys are into it, definitely check it out. But let's see. Okay, so in the kingdom of the crow, too often I let this heart instruct, guide, mentor my affection. How anemic these eyes evaluate the past. They blur and bludgeon, tear the tangible from the abstract, then murder indiscriminately, like buckshot in the wind. Okay, very beautiful. Again, it's like he tells a story through these poems. So again, if you guys want to check that out, I'll leave the link in the description. But yeah, definitely check it out, guys. I love you guys, and I'll be back in just a few days with your mid-month readings. Take care, Gemini.